Hello, and welcome to our first little tutorial that we're going to run through today. Today we're going to work with scanning images for use, scanning thumbnails, scanning sketches, that type of thing, for inclusion in a course. I'm going to go ahead, I'm in Adobe Photoshop, and my scanner software is run out of Adobe Photoshop. Your software scanner may be run in a different way. I have an Epson scanner, and sometimes your scanner will look a little bit different. The software for your scanner will look a little bit different. What I've got here is the image I'm going to scan, and that's what I've got over here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through. I'm sorry I can't show the whole image here, but this is going to show a portion of the image. I have my scanning software. And I want to make sure that we're going to, because we're going to scan for the screen, we're going to scan at 72 dots per inch, and we are going to scan at 100% scale. And the idea with scanning 100% scale is that will give a view of the same size as you sketched it in. Now over here is my sketch, and I've got to drag my little marquee window so it's big enough. You'll see this file a little later on. It's a little sample file for week 5, assignment 3. Now you'll notice up here at the top of the scan, on the inside of the marquee, the little marching ants area, you'll see that we can see a little bit of the paper showing through. You know, there's a little bit of the ruffle of the paper, and some smudges when I sketched out the file. Now we can either correct them here in our scanning software, or we can correct them in Illustrator or in Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and do that in Photoshop because everybody's scanning software is a little bit different, and if I show you one way here, it may be a different way in your software. So I'm going to just go ahead and click scan. I've got my my settings ready to go, and it's scanning. It'll take just a minute here, or hopefully a lot less than a minute. It is a relatively fast scanner. And here is my image. First of all, we're going to notice that it came in sideways. Never, ever, ever show a scan sideways. There's a very easy method of changing that. I'm going to come up here to the image, and I'm going to go down to rotate canvas. Oops, excuse me. Image and rotate canvas, and I'm going to rotate counterclockwise. That's to the left. Okay. So now my image has come in the way we want to see it. Okay, it's upright. Now I'm going to just go ahead and go through the levels command on this. The levels will change where it sees the black and where it sees the white, and the output of that. I'm going to just hit Control L. Okay, my levels palette's right over here, so I'm going to drag it back on top. Now we'll notice that you can see quite a few smudges and the paper wrinkles and stuff like that. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to drag a little bit to the left, and you'll be able to see on the outside edge. Now I've dragged that a little bit to the left. Now I'm going to scroll back up to that corner. See, we can't see that anymore. That's one of the things that we want. But one of the things it's done is it's lightened up the black areas just a little bit. So I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to drag this one to the right. Okay. And now I've got a sketch that's worthy of showing. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now the whole idea with this is we are going to have this for inclusion in a multi-page PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and save it as a JPEG. And saving as a JPEG, there are a couple of different ways of doing it. You can do Save As, and that's under the File menu, Save As, or Command or Control, depending on whether you're a Mac, a PC, or a PC, and also the Shift key and then the letter S. So that would be Command Shift S will get you Save As, and you can do JPEGs that way. I prefer to do it through the Save for the Web command, which on a Mac is Command, Option, Shift, and S together. Command, Option, Shift, and S. And you will be able to also access that through the File menu. Now I've looked up here, and I have a JPEG at 60 quality. Okay, that means 60 out of 100. Also up here I've got my settings as JPEG. I can also save it as a GIF, but I think this is going to work as a JPEG just a little bit better. And 60 quality is a good standard quality, and I'm going to go ahead and just save it as that. Go ahead and click Save, and there we go. I would just here. Let me name it, and I'm going to just go ahead and click save. Now, a little bit later on, there is another tutorial on how to include these files in a multi-page PDF, and go ahead and check on that next. Actually, before you do that, look at the Illustrator saving files from Illustrator for a PDF. That's our next tutorial.